So, Charlie Kirk was just assassinated. Shot mid sentence at Utah Valley University in what's already being called one of the most shocking acts of political violence this year. And before the FBI even held a press conference, the internet was already on fire. Half of social media screaming, "This is proof the left wants conservatives dead," and the other half, well, making memes.
Breaking news, Charlie Kirk was in the neck.
There are a lot of people that are like, no matter what side of politics you're on, you should never celebrate something bad happening to someone. I, on the other hand, do cheer when bad things happen to bad people. So on behalf of everybody else, I got this shit.
Charlie Kirk just got shot.
Well, breaking news, folks. Seems somebody just took a shot at one of the Fantafast's favorite 5-mile wide mouthpieces, Charles Chuckle Kirk.
Welcome to American Politics in 2025. Today I'm breaking down what actually happened, what's confirmed, what's speculation, and why the rush to spin this tragedy into instant political ammo might be even more dangerous than the shooting itself. Utah Valley University, September 10th. Charlie Kirk is in the middle of his American Comeback Tour, doing a Q&A session with students. He's mid-answer to a question about mass shootings, ironically about political violence, when a shot rings out. Chaos erupts. Students dive for cover. Security scrambles. Kirk goes down. According to police, the bullet came from a rooftop of the Losi Center, around 200 to 400 feet away, not some random person rushing the stage. This was calculated, cold. A shooter with a clear vantage point. Law enforcement later found a high-powered bolt-action rifle abandoned in a wooded area near campus. Kirk was rushed to the hospital, but it was too late. At 31 years old, Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, declared dead. Almost immediately, the FBI, ATF, and local police descended on the scene. 2 people were arrested early on, but within hours, both were released. No connection to the crime. So as of right now, there is no confirmed suspect in custody. Authorities are combing through video footage, forensics, fingerprints, shoe impressions. This wasn't a got lucky with a handgun in the crowd type situation. Someone had a plan, someone had gear, and someone walked away, at least for now. And that raises the uncomfortable question. How did this happen at a supposedly secure campus event? Shouldn't a nationally known conservative activist have had Secret Service-style protection, especially after the Trump assassination attempt just months ago? Of course, the responses started pouring in. Utah's Governor Spencer Cox outright called it a political assassination. Donald Trump ordered flags at half-staff. Leaders across the spectrum condemned the shooting. Democrats, Republicans, independents. Even MSNBC, after one of their commentators cracked an insanely insensitive remark, had to issue a public apology. Yeah, imagine being the guy who tries to make a spicy joke hours after someone literally got killed. But beyond the official statements, it's the internet takes that started shaping the narrative. Fast. Here's where things got messy. Some conservative influencers immediately declared this proof of left-wing assassination culture. They tied Kirk's death to every prior political shooting in the last decade. Trump and Butler, the Steve Scalise baseball shooting, Brett Kavanaugh's stalker, even Antifa clashes in Portland. Meanwhile, some corners of the internet celebrated. Literally. I saw people calling him Charles Chuckle Kirk and laughing about it, as if a man bleeding out on stage is just content for TikTok. And then the memes started. Who's going to do it? Screenshots, edited clips, the whole dark internet circus. It's ugly. But it's also exactly what happens now. Tragedy becomes partisan sport before the blood is even dry. Now here's the thing. Political violence is rising in the US. That's not debatable. We've seen attempted assassinations, high-profile shootings, threats against officials on both sides. But the leap from this happened to the Democrats are training assassins is not evidence. Right now, we don't know motive. We don't know identity. We don't even know if this shooter cared about politics at all. It could be ideological. It could be personal. It could be something else entirely. And that uncertainty matters, because if we assume the narrative before the facts are out, we don't just risk being wrong. We risk fueling the exact polarization that makes violence more likely in the first place. Here's where I stand. Charlie Kirk's death is horrifying. No one, not a conservative activist, not a liberal professor, not a random guy on YouTube, deserves to be assassinated for speaking. Full stop. But the instant rush to blame the left, to scream that Democrats are now a party of killers, that's propaganda speedrunning. It's sloppy, it's dangerous, and it cheapens the actual tragedy. Like, can we wait until the FBI tells us who the shooter even is before declaring this the Joker origin story of the Democratic Party? The internet attention economy doesn't reward waiting. It rewards rage, certainty, and dunking on your enemies. But all that does is add fuel to the fire. So yeah, I'm not playing that game. I'm going to follow the facts, mock the bad takes, and call out anyone treating this as political clickbait instead of a human life lost. Charlie Kirk is gone. His family, his supporters, and millions of people are grieving. But the story isn't over. We still don't know who pulled the trigger, we don't know why, and until we do, the only thing certain is that America's polarization just got deeper, darker, and a lot more dangerous. So do me a favor, don't fall for the first narrative you see online. Don't give clout to people turning assassination into content. And stick around here, because when the truth comes out, we'll break it down. No spin, no lazy propaganda, just the facts, and maybe a little well-deserved sarcasm. I'll see you in the next one.